My name is Elise Chalouhi. I'm a chartered civil and structural engineer and currently taking the role of design manager at NEOM at Oxagon, the floating city. I like that you asked me about the owner because this is where the main responsibility rely on. So why owner? Owner have a responsibility and are accountable over the entire life cycle of a project. They can, from the starting point, implement and set targets to meet for carbons over the entire life cycle of the project. And now why reporting is very important. Once you set the targets, which they can reach out, depends on the development they're planning to build. They can reach out to peers, they can see what are the different projects in the area that are similar and what were the targets for that. They can work even better and challenge their designers. They can challenge the suppliers, they can challenge the entire value chain to reduce carbon emission and then not just achieve the target set by the client or by the owner, what you called it, but even work to better and to improve it. And then by the end life cycle or when the project becomes operational, the original target or what they achieve will become target for an upcoming project. So here where owner play a very important role because they can influence the carbon reporting over the entire life cycle of a project. They can incorporate it into contracts, into procurement, into tendering, into their designers. And if they don't have the knowledge, they can employ consultants who can guide them to have certain targets or certain baseline to start from it. Us as a building environment, it's not about being sustainable over the entire life cycle of a project. It's right from the off, how you plan it. Sustainability is a mindset. Sustainability is the way of implementing solutions. It's a way of thinking about solution. It's a questioning the existing way of developing things. So it's not only operational of your asset. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna get an asset, I'm gonna build a very sustainable asset and I'm gonna work and make it to work sustainably, operate in a sustainable way. And what is sustainability? Sustainability has three different pillars. Are we talking about the environmental side of sustainability? Are we talking about the social aspect of sustainability and the responsibility we have to the people that are not come and operate this asset? Or are we talking about the social impact of this asset on the society, on the environment? Are we talking economically, how economic is the development of the sustainable or the operation of this asset? So it's an entire life cycle thing of not at asset level, and that's the importance of the PAS 2080. It does not talk about building an asset that is going to be fully sustainable, operating. We're going to reduce the carbon. It adopted the modern method of construction and for dismantling and dismantling at the end life cycle. No, it's taking the asset and look at it in a system, in a network. Where is this asset? How the infrastructure getting to this asset? Did we meet? Because scope 3 emission of carbon talks about, it's complex, it's huge. It's how do you get to the asset? If the infrastructure getting to the assets are carbon as well, contribute to the carbon reduction, and then takes you from not a system at not from a network level, but to a system level. How this asset is going to operate at the system level. And that's the importance of this guidance because it's different than the other technical guidance where they talk, okay, I'm going to calculate what's the carbon emission, the carbon emission of a certain asset in at material level, and then during the operational energy efficiency. No, it's taking the entire model and link it to a system.